How to strengthen immune system against flu viruses attack using ancient wisdom concept and method. Today, the world is experiencing a difficult time due to COVID-19 spread and attack. This video is created with the purpose to share with the interested parties the general concept and practices of 3,000 years Chinese ancient wisdom in strengthening immune system against flu viruses attack. The ancient wisdom is based on the book Yellow Emperor's Inner Classic. The theories and practice of 3,000 years Chinese ancient wisdom were previously presented in this series of video courses. However, only the key concepts relevant to this topic on immune system against flu viruses are discussed here. At the end of this video course, there is a brief explanation on the background of Yellow Emperor's Inner Classic. Health experts today emphasize a lot on wearing masks, washing hands, and social distancing. These are necessary and minimum precautions that must be taken by everyone. However, there are many more personal actions one can take to protect oneself from flu viruses attack if the ancient wisdom is well understood. This video presentation will start with basic undeniable logic and slowly bring in the concept and theory of the ancient wisdom. I'm happy to have this opportunity to share this ancient wisdom with you, and I sincerely hope that you can gain some ideas and take personal action to protect yourself and your loved one from flu viruses attack. I also hope that with better understanding, we can free ourselves from unnecessary fear about flu viruses and with disciplined focus to make ourselves more healthy. Introduction: How to strengthen immune system against flu viruses attack using ancient wisdom concept and method. Health experts today emphasize a lot on wearing masks, washing hands, and social distancing. These are necessary and minimum precautions that must be taken by everyone. However, there are many more personal actions one can take to protect oneself from flu viruses attack if the ancient wisdom is well understood. Health experts also tell us that our immune system is the best defense system against virus attack. Do you notice there is very little information offered and emphasized by the health expert on how to boost the immune system? And they repeatedly mention wearing masks, wash hands, and social distancing. Why? Immune system. Let's discuss what is immune system as per Western medicine. This is an extract from Wikipedia that says, what is immune system? The immune system is a host defense system comprising many biological structures and processes within an organism that protects against disease. To function properly, an immune system must detect a wide variety of agents known as pathogens, from viruses to parasitic worms, and distinguish them from the organism's own healthy tissue. What are the many biological structures and processes? If you dig further, you will find that it becomes more and more complicated for lay people to understand. Hence, it does not provide practical value. Later, we will discuss briefly how ancient wisdom defined these biological structure and processes for practical application. The Western medicine also defined immune system as having the ability to distinguish viruses from the organism's own healthy tissue. Ancient wisdom offers us the knowledge how this operates and show us many methods to achieve making such distinction for a healthy body. This is the typical information you get from the internet on how to strengthen immune system. What is your impression? If you follow the above strictly, do you feel confident your immune system can protect you from viruses' attack? On the recommendation, first, you'll find that it is rather general. Second, there are many different theories to each of the mentioned items. For example, on diet, there are so many nutrition theories that conflict with each other, such as Atkins diet, alkaline diet, keto diet, and many more. Over time, evidence shows such diet systems do not work well. Today, knowledge on health and Western medicine is based on 200 years of Western medicine development. We will begin to explore how the 3,000-year Chinese ancient wisdom, Yellow Emperors in a classic, offer us a holistic and integrated well-being system. And this system is used till today. Ancient wisdom on immune system. 3,000 years ago, ancient wisdom also had the concept of immune system proposed by the Western medicine in the last 200 years. Ancient wisdom called the so-called immune system true qi. Now we replace the word immune system with true qi system, and the definition of the Western medicine on immune system applies the same in the ancient wisdom. Please read by yourself. We will explain later how replacing immune system with true qi works as well as per the borrowed definition. And you will discover true qi offers more theories and applications than immune system. True qi is more than immune system. Qi itself is a big subject matter which is elaborated in other video courses. We will only focus on true qi that is relevant to our discussion on how to protect ourselves from flu viruses attack. There are many different types of qi, but we only focus on true qi. What is true qi? Let's get the meaning of the translated word true first. In Chinese, it is called zheng qi. So what is the meaning of zheng, which is translated to English as true? True means correct. It also means upright and not crooked. It also means strong and steady. Now we present a very important ancient wisdom principle. That is, true qi can defeat evil qi. Evil qi refers to toxins, extreme weather, harmful germs, viruses, etc. This implies that as long as you get your true qi operating well, you will not get sick, or you can recover from sickness quickly, and you will not get attacked by coronavirus. Now we examine more closely the definition of immune system versus true qi principle just stated. Western medicine defines immune system as able to detect and distinguish viruses, etc. Whereas ancient wisdom say true qi beats evil qi, which implies more action orientation, not just detect and distinguish, but must fight the viruses. With the guiding principle that true qi beats or fights evil qi, numerous methods are offered how to strengthen the true qi and how to fight the evil qi like viruses. Understanding qi and true qi. 3,000 years ago, there was no scientific instrument like microscope. Hence, ancient sages could not witness what today's scientists discover minute organisms like germs and viruses using microscope. But ancient sages had the concept that there is something very small, they call it evil qi, that can harm our body and cause sicknesses. Hence, ancient wisdom defined qi as something so small there is nothing smaller inside. By this definition, evil qi can include germs and viruses. Qi as a concept can also include molecules, atoms, electrons, which are always in constant motion and movement. Then, how do we strengthen our true qi? Before we deal on this question, we need to explore more the meaning and application of qi and true qi. Using logic to understand qi. Qi is a very confusing subject and a controversial idea also, which is rejected by Western medicine. It is not useful to continue this argument, and my purpose is to bring forth not only the concept of qi and its application, but from a logical point of view for clearer understanding. Let's leave out the word qi and concept of qi. Let's view qi as motion, movement, vibration, life force. Logically, we can accept that the notion of motion, movement, vibration, and life force is very important. Let's discuss more about motion, movement, vibration, and life force. You can agree with me that blood should be in constant motion and movement. Isn't it so? Although we describe blood movement as blood circulation, but the underlying concept is the same, blood circulating or blood moving. What causes the blood circulation? Western medicine explained that it is due to the pumping action of the heart. Then, the heart is also in constant motion for so-called pumping to take place. Then, what causes the heart to operate as pumping non-stop? It is difficult for Western medicine to further elaborate on that. Ancient wisdom makes it simple. It is the motion and movement of qi that enable the blood to circulate. It is the motion and movement of qi that enable the heart valves to open and close. And this concludes the importance of qi. We are familiar with respiratory system and its importance. Respiratory system is also motion and movement of air, which modern scientists make further distinction into oxygen and carbon dioxide. Essentially, it is also a motion of air in our body system. Again, the concept of qi covers the movement, motion, and exchange of air in the respiratory system. It is difficult for Western medicine to propose lung as pump that enables circulation of air. There are many different types of body fluids in the body. In modern science, we know there are secretion, hormone, sweat, tears, urine, etc. This body fluid need to be in constant motion and movement for metabolism processes, for excretion. Again, using Western medicine explanation, what pumps are there to move this body fluid? By now, can we accept a logical fact that motion and movement of blood, body fluid A are important? And this is also how ancient wisdom made the conclusion on the importance of qi that govern all this motion, movement, vibration, and life force. We can now refer to the concept of qi more easily now. As mentioned, qi implies motion, movement, and life force. Qi, sickness, and virus attack. Now we present another important principle stated in the ancient wisdom. That is, when qi flows, all is well. When qi stops, sickness arises, or qi not flowing well, viruses can enter easily into our body system. To illustrate the concept of when qi flows, all is well, we use a healthy river flow as a metaphor. A good strong flow of the river ensures its healthy state. Good flow helps to balance the ecological system too. Likewise, in a polluted river, the water gets stuck, cannot flow well. This causes accumulation of debris, rubbish, making the river very unhealthy. Hence, if the qi system does not move or flow well, it can trap a lot of toxins, harmful germs, and viruses too. Now you can more appreciate the ancient wisdom stated principle. When qi flows, all is well. When qi stops, sickness arises. And ancient wisdom offers many simple, practical methods to ensure the qi moves well. We come back to the Western medicine definition of immune system, which emphasizes on detect and distinguish viruses, whereas true qi put emphasis on strong and good flow of qi, giving no chance for viruses to stay in the body. How true qi protects us from virus attack? So far, we have presented some key concepts and principles of qi, which is to be understood as motion, movement, and life force. Now we come back to the idea mentioned earlier that the true qi is similar to the concept of immune system. An evil qi can include harmful germs and viruses. When the true qi is strong, it can defeat the evil qi. Hence, true qi protects us from flu viruses attack. We start with the simple fact and logic concerning flu viruses attack to illustrate further the theory that true qi defeats evil qi. We start with wearing masks, which is repeatedly mentioned by health experts as important. However, from the qi point of view, wearing masks is not enough protection against aggressive viruses entry. We shall discuss how. The purpose of wearing masks is to prevent entry of aggressive virus and also for people who are sick not to expel moisture from cough to people around, as the moisture may contain virus. However, we must remember that aggressive virus is so small that it can be difficult to filter off all the minute virus just by wearing masks. And aggressive viruses are mixed with dust and other harmful germs. Then we need healthy nostrils to act as defense system against entry of pollutants, harmful germs and virus from entering into our body system. What is then healthy nostril? Ancient wisdom will apply the concept of true qi, that is, true qi must be working well at nostril. Supposing the nostrils are often blocked, making breathing not smooth, or the accumulated pollutants not regularly clear, or runny nose, or too dry nose, All this indicates the true qi is not working well. Then viruses can easily enter the body system through unhealthy nostril. How to clear the accumulated pollutants from nostril? It can be as simple as inducing sneezing. Example, using raw tissue paper to tickle the nostril regularly. Hence, simple practice enables qi motion and movement at the nostril to expel accumulated pollutants or harmful germs or viruses. Some people's noses are often dry due to lack of moisture. The dry nostrils are not efficient to trap harmful germs and viruses. How to moisturize the nostril? One method can be consuming some pungent food like chili. This may induce a little runny nose, thus moisturize the nostril. Again, enabling motion movement by food intake. The idea of pungent food mentioned just now touches on the theory of food and drink as per the ancient wisdom. The ancient wisdom theory of food and drink stipulates that different food have different degree of qi property and different type of qi movement. In the case of pungent food, it has expelling effect. Food therapy is another video course in this series of ancient wisdom learning. Food therapy as per ancient wisdom is totally different from the Western nutrition theory. Food therapy is closely related to concept and application of qi, organ functionality. One of the contributions to strengthening of true qi to fight viruses is through food therapy. We have mentioned other types of symptoms of the nostril. Example, nostrils are often blocked, making breathing not smooth, or the accumulated pollutants not regularly clear, or runny nose. All this render unhealthy nostril and decrease its defense against viruses attack. Please refer to other video courses to understand the theory and application of various different conditions. So far, we only take one small example on nose, nostril with respect to flu viruses' potential attack. Surely, our whole body system is more than nose and nostril, and there are other vulnerable virus entry areas. We will continue to discuss on some scenarios. COVID-19 love your lung. From the current world COVID-19 pandemic, we know that the new virus attacks human lungs aggressively. Those with weak lung, pneumonia, lung cancer are more susceptible to COVID-19 attack. What about from medical checkout, you do not have severe lung weaknesses, no pneumonia, no lung cancer, etc. How do you know your lung functionality is at optimum condition? Or another way to put it, how do you know that true qi works well in your lungs? Lungs function and relationship with other organs. Ancient wisdom offers us many telltale signs how well is your lung functionality. Through thousands of years of observation and correlating many factors, relationship is understood between lung function and other related symptoms. For example, do you have constipation or diarrhea problems? You may ask, what has large intestine problem got to do with lung functionality? This is the uniqueness of the ancient wisdom, with emphasis on interconnectivity, relationship, and integration. Ancient wisdom say lungs and large intestine are yin-yang in pair. They affect each other. Hence, constipation problem or large intestine problem is due to lung qi not functioning well. Lung qi is not able to push and expel the body waste from the large intestine. This is just an example. Refer to other video courses for more detail. There are many more other telltale signs of lung functionality which, when you have the knowledge, you can observe. Example, do you have long-term skin problems? Skin problem is related to lung function. Do you have unresolved grief or anxiety? Does this negative emotion affect your lung functionality? Do you often wake up 3 to 5 a.m. in the morning and not able to sleep well in these hours? This can be a serious potential lung problems in the making. Another uniqueness of the ancient wisdom is that the relationship and interaction between vital organs are mapped for diagnosis and balancing or treatments. For example, relationship between lung and lung, lungs and spleen, lungs and heart, lungs and kidney, lungs and liver. For detail, please refer to video courses on 5-element theory and organ functionality. Now we come back to the definition of immune system as per Western medicine. Notice the phrases comprising many biological structure and processes. In the previous lecture, ancient wisdom not only addresses many biological structure and processes, example, different organ function, but also their relationship. From the discussion just now, due to interconnectivity, you may not have lung problems, but your other organ problems may eventually affect your lung function, making it vulnerable to viruses attack. Conclusion and action. So far, we only discussed very briefly the concept as per the ancient wisdom on how to protect ourselves against flu viruses attack. Essentially, in turn on how to protect ourselves against flu viruses attack, how to strengthen true qi for better health and prevent sicknesses, it can be summarized into 3 aspects. Food therapy as per ancient wisdom theory, not Western nutrition theory. Activating and facilitating qi movement in the body system. Balancing emotion, psychology, and personality. Since ancient wisdom is a holistic and integrated system, such methods can be used to improve greater health, to prevent sickness, to do balancing and conditioning if presently suffering from sicknesses and diseases. The theories and practices of all the above are presented in the other video courses in this series of learning on Yellow Emperor's Inner Classic. With a broad understanding on the underlying concept on how to strengthen immune system against flu viruses attack, which is based on the ancient wisdom Yellow Emperor's Inner Classic, it becomes powerful learning when you seriously learn the complete set of theory and practices. I will introduce what are the video courses. There are 6 essential courses on the Yellow Emperor Inner Classic that illustrate a complete set of theories and practices. I will introduce one by one. Food therapy for the unique you with your own body constituent. This video course on food therapy presents you with different theory from the Western nutrition theory. Food therapy refers to the ordinary food that you consume. Example, food of the nature, like grain, rice, plant, meat, fruits. You will learn each food has property defined in terms of qi and yin-yang that must be compatible with your body system, which is called body constituents. and you will learn what is your own unique body constituent, Meridian, Qi exercises, and other self-help healing techniques. In this video course, you will learn different ways to activate and facilitate the Qi in your body. You'll be exposed to the theory of meridians, which is an important understanding how your body Qi system works. As the course title suggests, you will also learn many self-help healing techniques you can do for yourself or help your family members. Organ functionality, what Western medicine does not know. In this video course, you will learn many different organ functions which are not presented by the Western medicine. Understanding of many other different organ functions also gives you telltale signs which critical organ is out of balance. You will also learn what emotion and consciousness are related to what organ function. 5-element theory, build relationship of parts for Holism. In this video course, you will learn the interconnectivity and interrelationship of various critical organ functions. This helps you to understand how your body system is functioning as a whole system, not parts. Qi is mystery unfolded. Qi blood, 5 essential human life variables. This dedicated video course is on Qi, its definition, theories, application. An important concept called Qi blood is introduced, which you can use this simple concept to analyze some symptoms you may suffer. Then, 5 essential human life variables is discussed, which enable you to see more simplicity rather than complexity of our body system, health, and sicknesses. Philosophy, yin-yang theory, and application. Last but not least, this video course presents the essential philosophy of the ancient wisdom in terms of yin and yang. Yin-yang is present in everything on this planet and universe, and harmonious balance between yin and yang is essential for well-being. Currently, there are 2 video courses on particular application of Yellow Emperor's inner classic. This video course illustrates how all the relevant theory as mentioned in the previous 6 essential courses are applied. One video course is on health from head to toe, breast and breast cancer, explaining how to ensure healthy breast, how breast cancer come about, and how to do prevention or conditioning for breast cancer sufferer. Another video course is on health from head to toe, Parkinson, dementia, stroke, using the ancient wisdom theory to explain such illnesses, thus enable us to do prevention, and sufferer can use a method to do self-conditioning. This video course is in the making, illustrating how the Yellow Emperor inner classic framework can be used on coaching, addressing psychological and personality issues. You will learn also the relationship between emotion, psychology, and personality, and your physiology, that is, various organ functionality. I hope you find this short video course useful, and you are welcome to share this free video course with your family members, friends, and colleagues. Thank you. For those learners who are new to the concept of the Yellow Emperor inner classic, we present here the history and background of the ancient wisdom. Yellow Emperor's inner classic in Chinese is called Huang Di Nei Jing. It is a book written some 3,000 years ago in China. The book was written in the form of dialogue between the Yellow Emperor and his advisor Qi Bo on quality living in harmony with the nature. What is of great significance in this Yellow Emperor's inner classic in the era 3000 years ago is the following. Huanting legend departs from the old shamanistic belief that disease was caused by demonic influences. Instead, the natural effects of diet, lifestyle, emotion, environment, and age are the reason disease developed. Around 3000 years ago, many other different cultures in the world still believed that sickness is due to evil forces, ghosts, and demons. Yellow Emperor's inner classic is as much a mystery as Stonehenge or the Pyramid of Egypt. As scholars are still debating its origin, exactly where and how it came about. Some scholars argue that 3000 years ago, the culture and practice then could not reflect the wisdom advocated by Yellow Emperor's inner classic. The wisdom gave rise to the foundation of Chinese culture and Chinese medicine till today. Yellow Emperor's inner classic has a coherent theory about life and human, and is called a system with nature and universe. Many of the theory and principles can be used to explain many phenomena, especially related to performance, health, and sicknesses, which Western medicine does not have coherent theory to explain. The proposed theory of the ancient wisdom has not been changed till today. Presently, these are the video courses on Yellow Emperor's inner classic available at Udemy learning platform. Food therapy for the unique you with your own body constituent. Meridians, Qi exercises, and other self-help healing methods. Organs functionality, what Western medicine does not know. 5-element theory, build relationship of parts for Holism. Qi, its mystery unfolded. 5 essential human life variables. Philosophy, yin-yang theory, and application. Health from head to toe, breast and breast cancer. Health from head to toe, brain, Parkinson, dementia, stroke. You can find the links to these video courses at my blog www.360q.com.